This is a movie of my pictures I took at my first night on board the boat. Well, first night proper. I did spend the night on her when I first brought her there, but that was another thing. But this was the first time I got the chance to photograph the sunsets here at the island at County Dock Mandarin, Jacksonville, Florida. And this was from the top. This is from the flybridge of the boat, right on top. Need to straighten some of those horizons up, I think, sometime or other. And it was, as I say, my first chance to actually photograph the sunset and afterwards, without having to scurry off home in the dark. One of my favourites there, with the colouring as the sun goes down. Great view from the flybridge and great place to fish from as well. Back down on the side of the boat here, watching the sun go down, and down the side of the boat here, actually in the water, took this one. There's a mullet jumping in that photograph. I love that huge mullet, and the boat where she sits on the island with the sort of sinking light. Things always look better in that sinking light, and the texture of the waves. It's got a nice tinge to her there with the colouring. And I'm standing in the water taking this as I wade around. It's only about 2 or 3 feet deep there. There's my canoe to the left that I use to plod around, and there's the canoe where it lives, where it's parked. And we've got a tyre on the tree there so that it doesn't bump too much, and the rope goes off to a tree at the front. This shows the island up very nicely in its great colouring. There was a very high tide and no moon this night, which might account for how high the tide was, and it almost covered the island. I don't think there was much terra firma. The look from the cabin, beautiful to be in the cabin and see that sun going down there. Wonderful huge windows. Again, the canoe alongside, and there's the Vic in the background there, which worrying whether to keep or not. That's the County Dock in the background, and not very good dawn photograph, the first photograph of dawn. This also is a dawn photograph. Got funny tinges to them with the sun behind the trees. It's very nice to see that sun coming up through the cabin hatchway. Beautiful to be there that time of the morning. And that's the dusk photo actually, and so is that from standing in the water. Obviously an early photograph of the sunset before it got down, and beautiful light, and a great place to sit and drink a beer and watch the sun go down, and to think of that sun going down there and then coming up on the other side within a few hours is an awesome thought as you sit there on the water and watch the sun go down and then see it come back up again. This is still a dusk photo, a sunset photo, and a nice big cloud getting in the way, but makes some great shadows. That's also a dusk photograph of the island and of the sky, the coastline there. That's looking south along St. John's River, on the eastern side of the river. That's some sort of egret. All sorts of birds perch in these trees, these cypress trees on the island. And there's a look of the back there the next day. This is dawning the dawning shots again. Very nice to be on that deck the next day. Raining clouds, but it didn't matter. It's very nice to be there. There's the deck all covered with rain, but still still a nice place to be even when it rains. It's certainly not cold, and that's the major factor for me. And this is the Vic at dawn. So wondering what to do about her, whether to keep her or not, but she looks good out there, and she's floating in and is not mudbound anymore. There you can see the Jack's skyline in the back. It gives you an idea of where we are located in relationship to the city centre of Jacksonville, about 7 or 8 miles away. This is raining. It's raining, and you can see the water, how it looks with the rain on it, and so another picture of the rain.